And Ashok, I'm going to ask you the tougher question, which is the World Economic Forum has estimated that by 2025, which is now not very far away, 50% of workers will need reskilling because of automation. They will also displace 85 million jobs worldwide, while 97 million new roles will emerge. These are all very astounding statistics, and I want to ask Ashok, how much of all this is he seeing emerge around him already?
So Sujaya, hi, thank you so much for hosting us on a topic which is rather contextual and something we're all coming to grips with.
Yes.
And I think I just want to echo these thoughts in two parts. One is, I think, to the earlier comments by the speakers, I see three parts, three tones emerging. One, I think work is slowly going to become, or has become, something that you do and not some place that you go to. So I think there is a fundamental change in the way work is going to get architected.
Right.
I see that sitting in an office today, but I chose to come to office today and there's nobody else on my floor today. Okay. So people have chosen that work will happen from wherever. So I think that is clearly here to stay. Be it any kind of enterprise, I think that definition is here. What will be done from work from home, work from anywhere versus a base location is also getting redefined. And that's happening. The third factor I see significantly, and that will have an implication, is this concept of time. I think people see more implication to time. So what is synchronous time and what is asynchronous time, and its implication to my delivery or my productivity or to learning that I seek to achieve, or to importantly the social connect or the team collaboration part. I think these three factors are getting affected by the synchronous, asynchronous thinking, saying I don't need to come to office to do work, but I might enjoy a certain social connect, which will have an implication to culture, productivity, values, and so on. So I think that is coming up as a very significant tone to company to make choices. Skill sets which I see emerging are, at one level, there is clearly a change happening. Change is calling upon many of our skill sets, and I think Sahil mentioned that in passing clearly. Many of the skills today will be redundant in the days ahead. I don't foresee that as a job loss panic, but I see a reskilling tone which is coming up. I think this mindset has to first get reskilled. I know mindset, reskill, change the mind, change the software of the mind. I think learning agility, I can't anymore say this is my role, this is my competence, this is my capability. For example, we are now recasting many of our what is called competency frameworks and methodologies, which were cast in stone and training materials built on, to say, can we rethink some of those to make it more flexible, more hybrid not in terms of physicality, but more hybrid in terms of learning agility. That's coming up as a big thing. Do I have the resilience to relearn? We are coming across two types of leaders who are able to show the flexibility, agility, and bounce back. And in a way, the humility to say, I don't know this piece, I need to learn. It's now reasonably fashionable to say digital on every sentence, on every role and every function. But what does it mean to my implication? What does it mean to re-architecting my work or the ecosystem? I must start with saying, I don't understand it, let me fix it. I can't come from a position of authority and that architecture is gone. So resilience coming across as an important change. I do believe productivity and innovation are coming together. Importantly, coming together. I think it's no more productivity or new ideas and so on. The leaders of the future, HR people of the future, must understand that there's an ecosystem change in organization design to architecting the changed workforce, and therefore looking at productivity, innovation, coming together to form new skill sets. So I think those are some of the things that I believe some evergreens will always be there. Things like analytical skills that you spoke about in our conversation earlier, taking initiative, being proactive, bringing that passion and zeal to the table. So I sense there's a re-architecting of the mindset, which will then follow into functional and behavioral skill sets, which will follow later. And in a very odd way, one of my business leaders said, listen, this phase is not for the weak-hearted. And I said, so why did you say that? So he said, listen, if you've got used to success, if you've got used to this, I belong to company A, B, C, D, and you're corporate and you're kind of comfortable, the future may not be yours. So are you agile? Are you willing? Are you humble? Are you appetite for change? Are you vulnerable to learning and change? I think that's the call,
Yeah.
irrespective of the function you belong.
Yeah.
I think those are nuances which.